Here's how to build a basic rover and skycrane to explore the surface of planets and moons. We're going to start out in the spaceplane hangar and pick a RoveMate probe core which is specifically designed for rovers. Then on the sides, we're going to place some small wheels. Here you'll need at least 4 wheels, but I choose to add 6. We now want to add a reaction wheel to keep the rover steady, and so we can rotate it if we end up getting stuck. For this, I add a small one on the top, but importantly, I right click it and change its mode from normal to SAS only. We then need an antenna to ensure we can communicate with the rover. I add a powerful one at the back and angle it to make it look nice. Now we're going to need a power source. Here you can choose to go for solar panels, but I'm going to add 2 RTGs, offsetting them so they don't clip with the antenna. We can optionally also add some batteries here too. Now our rover is almost ready. I'm just going to add some lights on the front and then optionally add some scientific instruments. We now want to test out our rover and make sure that it actually works. Here I learn it's a bad idea to use 4 times time warp, but 3 times seems to work fine. Once we've tested it, we can then bring the rover back to the vehicle assembly building and start building a skycrane. To do this, I place a decoupler on top of the reaction wheel, but I place it upside down so the skycrane carries it away. I then add a structural piece and place a fuel tank on the top, then attach some radial engines on the sides. Here, it's a wise idea to rotate the engines out a bit so the exhaust doesn't hit the rover. Then optionally, you can add a probe core to the skycrane for better control, and you might also want to add some parachutes depending on your destination. Then I place a decoupler and another structural piece on the bottom of the rover. Now we can just build out a standard rocket to get us to our destination, and here I just decide to go to the Mun. When we arrive, we can use the skycrane to slow us down. If we do this right, we should be able to touch down softly and our rover can start exploring.